#1. American.
Hi, and welcome to the very first installment of Eating Out. I'm Francine Forbes, and I'm going to be your guide as we go in search of the best and most unusual restaurants here in the San Gabriel Valley. The San Gabriel Valley was the last frontier to be conquered by the culinary revolution that swept the rest of the Southern California basin. For years, the only recognized meal in the area was a grilled steak at Monty's. Well, things have certainly changed dramatically here. With Hong Kong returning to mainland China, we have an explosion of Chinese restaurants offering such diverse tastes as Islamic Chinese food to seafood houses where your meal literally swims in tanks around the perimeters of the restaurant and you dine intimately with 900 fellow diners. And the refurbished Old Town in Pasadena has brought 65 new and exciting restaurants into an area that was blighted only a few years ago. Now even West Siders tired of the Santa Monica 3rd Street Promenade venture here on weekends to enjoy the sights and sample the fares. Between the Mexican, the Italian, the French, the Chinese restaurants, all the hybrids, the farmers markets here, and all the specialty retail stores, there is so much ground to cover. Well, let's stop talking and start eating. Our first stop is the Middle East restaurant located on Main Street in Alhambra. We aren't the first people to discover this restaurant. The Middle East has had a large following of loyal customers, occupying the restaurant's 70 seats ever since they first opened their doors in the early 80s. The Middle East has an extensive menu of grilled meats, hearty vegetarian stews, and healthy salads, all served in abundant portions and at reasonable prices. Every meal is priced under $10. The food is freshly prepared on the premises by the restaurant's international staff, who represent 7 different countries besides Lebanon. So whether you order the lamb shish kebab, the stuffed grape leaves, or a spicy vegetarian curry, you're receiving the loving attention to detail that's the trademark of this fine restaurant. Open 7 days a week from 8 in the morning until 10 at night, we decided to stop in one morning and soon discovered the joys of dining on Lebanese breakfast.
Good morning.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
Is your first time here?
First time here.
Okay. How can I help you?
Well, God, there is so much on your menu, I don't know where to start.
Okay, we have the Lebanese combination breakfast.
Combination?
Would you like to try that?
A little bit of everything?
Yes.
Sold.
Okay.
Okay, good. No, that's perfect, because I'm not really that hungry anyway. Good. Oh, that looks great. Thank you. Good. Wow.
Here's some of the dishes.
What is this?
This is a thyme pie. Those are different pies, the spinach pie and the meat.
Okay, great. Great. Thank you so much.
Hi.
Okay, good.
Hi.
This is my breakfast too?
This is your breakfast. That's the combination. Different kinds of cheese.
Different kind of cheese. We can't forget the olives right here. Just make lots of room. This is amazing. This is an outrageous breakfast. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
No, you can't be serious. This is so much food.
Yeah, that's
This is
how
a
the
reg-
combination. That's the
This is what they
regular-
eat in Lebanon for
Yeah,
breakfast?
yeah.
Oh,
This is the food.
the food. Okay. Great. Where do I start? There's so much.
What about if we start
Thank
some
you.
of the food and see how it tastes?
Okay. All right. We'll taste this. I'm never going to be able to finish all this. There's just way too much food here. Oh, this is good. This is really good. Okay. You should come over and join me. There's too much food just for one person here. Oh, I'm sorry. This is just so delicious.
So, hi, how was everything?
I'm good. Your name is Iqbal?
Yes,
I'm
Iqbal.
Francine.
Hi, nice meeting you.
Come sit with me. This was the most incredible meal.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it.
Now tell me, how long have you guys been here?
We started in business in 1982,
Uh-huh.
and we still
In
doing.
this location?
No, we had a smaller location, like 1 block from here, and then we moved here.
You guys come from Beirut, yes?
We came from Beirut.
Did you have a restaurant there?
Oh yeah, and it's still running.
It's still running?
Yes.
Great.
Yeah. So we open every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Uh-huh. And you
And-
always serve this much food?
That's our tradition.
Okay,
And this is the way we
How do you
serve it
stay
here
in business?
too.
Because this is very inexpensive for all of this food. Come on, be honest.
That's how we do it, and we are doing it here too, and everybody likes it. That's why we are still going.
Believe me, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Now wait, there's one thing we didn't get to eat. We didn't try any falafel. And I live with a man my fiance is wonderful, but he's a big guy. He loves to cook for me.
You know what? I could take you inside, and my husband will teach you how to make falafel if you like.
How to make it from scratch?
From scratch.
Riley, do you hear that? We're going to learn how to make Middle East falafel from scratch. This is a great idea.
Okay, come over. Francine, I want you to meet Wahid. This is my husband.
Hi.
Fahim, nice to meet you.
How was the breakfast?
The breakfast was incredible.
Thank
Like,
you,
you
thank you.
cooked all that?
Yeah, sure.
It was-
everything, and
Now, okay, your wife told me that you're going to show me how to make falafel.
yeah, sure.
Okay.
Let's try this: the garbanzo beans and fava beans.
Garbanzo
mix
beans,
it together.
fava beans mixed together.
We soak it the night before.
You soak it
and-
all
yeah,
night long?
Yeah,
Great.
and we mix it and
In the ever
Yeah.
handy food processor.
brand or grounders.
What
how much
kitchen
you
should be
need.
with that one?
Mm-hmm.
So now what's the ratio, garbanzo fava? Half and half?
Oh yeah, half and half. And we mix this.
And now we ground them up.
Okay. We can add all together, cilantro, parsley, and 2-piece, 3-piece potato because
Oh, wait.
don't make
There's
too much.
potato
yeah.
in your falafel?
Yeah,
Wow.
potato and little garlic.
And of course, you just magically
Yeah.
know how much the
Yeah,
proportions
and
are.
because I know, I'm 29 years in this business, and I know what you do. It's fun like this.
It smells good already.
Thank you.
Okay, so now we took it all out, we put it in a bowl.
Yeah.
Now it's time for your secret spices.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
This will put some
The
salt,
secret part. Some salt,
some allspice,
some allspice,
some black pepper,
black pepper,
and some cumin.
some cumin,
Yeah.
and as much as we want. We just
Yeah.
take that little magic
yeah.
touch.
Yes. And little chili,
Little
If
chili.
if somebody like it, hot, spicy, we'll put chili.
Okay,
Okay, that's it.
that's it?
And we mix it. And
Now
this
we-
is the falafel. And now we need to fry it.
Of course we need to
So
fry
we-
it because raw falafel is, no, that's not your specialty.
Maybe.
All right, let's go fry it. Okay, so now, Wahib, you're going to show me how to make a falafel.
Yeah, sure. This is the falafel we make inside. Now we start frying the falafel.
You drop it right
Yeah,
in
drop it in oil,
pretty simple?
vegetable oil,
Vegetable oil?
Yeah.
Now, how
no
long,
cholesterol,
how long do they cook in there?
about 12 minutes.
4.5 minutes, okay. Okay, now the moment we've all been waiting for, the finished dish. We magically have finished our falafel here.
Falafel, yeah.
Dip it in the little
tahini.
tahini. Okay.
You're gonna love it.
Oh, of course I love it. It's delicious. This is great. Wahib, I want to thank both you and Iqbal, your wife. Wonderful, wonderful food and
Thank
a
you.
great time here.
Thank you.
Next up, we're going to find out how the littlest restaurant in South Pasadena has become the most popular. Riley, you are going to love these. Are so good. Oh, God, I'm stuffed. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mwah.
Thank you.
Hidden on mission between a multicultural drum shop and a liquor store famous for decorative Elvis decanters is Shiro. Now, you've probably passed Shiro many times and not noticed it, because this humble restaurant doesn't draw attention to itself. But people in the community should make a pilgrimage to the restaurant that placed South Pasadena on the culinary map. The tiny storefront restaurant seats only 50 people. We stopped in one morning after the restaurant had a rather busy night before and caught everyone in the middle of their chores. Now, the reason this restaurant has taken the area by storm is the consistently fine preparation of their Japanese French dishes. Appetizers such as Chinese raviolis filled with shrimp and salmon mousse floating in a pool of shiitake mushroom sauce. Entrees like charbroiled marinated lamb chops. And chocolate tart soufflés with homemade ice cream and mocha sauce are priced so that dinner for two is just around $60. With phenomenal food, great service, and reasonable prices, it's easy to understand why every major publication throughout the country has sung praises to Shiro. The culinary master overseeing the magic is Hideo Yamashiro. But before we met with Chef Shiro, we sat down for a cup of coffee and a chat with the restaurant's charming manager, Byron Knight. Hi, Byron.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Good, some coffee?
Thank you.
Welcome.
So, congratulations.
Thank you.
An amazing success here in South Pasadena.
Yeah, we've had a very good following so far. Yeah.
7 years.
7 years we've been here. This is true.
Tell me, what made you guys choose South Pasadena?
Well, Shiro, when he was looking for a restaurant 7 years ago, went everywhere. Santa Monica, the West Side, up and down La Brea and La Cienega, and even Old Town Pasadena, because that was starting to happen then. He came to South Pasadena, he saw Bristol Farms Market in San Marino, and just knew that there was an upscale clientele who liked good food and could afford it, and there was nothing around, and the rent was cheap.
Right. But now you guys have gotten such a clientele that you decided to open for lunch.
Yeah, that's true. We start serving lunch Tuesday through Friday, 11:30 to 2 o'clock, and it's been going pretty well.
Except you still can't get in here on a Friday and Saturday night because you guys
Friday
are
and
South
Saturday,
Pasadena.
everybody from the West Side and everywhere comes on over. But the weeknights are a lot more quiet. That's just our regular local clientele, and I can always get people in.
Always? Okay, so
Almost
if you
always,
say
yes.
Byron Knight's name,
And then that's the key word.
and then mention this interview, of course.
Definitely
then
take care of them.
Get him in here? All right.
Right.
All right. I want to look over the menu because you've got a different menu for lunch and for dinner.
That's true. Menus, it's pretty small, but it changes every day, so Shiro goes shopping for fresh ingredients every day,
Okay.
so the menu reflects that.
Tell me, most people come in for dinner, what's the first thing they order?
Catfish almost always. People love the catfish, but my personal favorite is the tuna steak. It's served rare, coated with a little ground peppercorn and the champagne sauce. It's delicious.
Actually, my question really was the first thing I order is usually an appetizer. But, all right, so tell me what's the best, most popular appetizer?
The Chinese ravioli. Yeah.
The shiitake mushrooms?
Yeah, shiitake mushrooms with a shrimp salmon mousse. People love that.
Okay, you're going to serve me lunch. What do you recommend?
Lunch, usually whatever the fish of the day is great. I think today it's going to be halibut tempura with a tomato tarragon sauce, which is going to be great.
Shiro, tell me just real quickly about Shiro.
Shiro is Japanese, from Okinawa. He started maybe 20, 25 years ago in LA, working in different restaurants. He started Mame San's, working underneath Wolfgang Puck.
Right.
When Wolf left to start Spagos, he took over as head chef there. When they closed up, he went to Los Angeles as a sous chef, and then wound up being head chef at Lingerie. And then from Lingerie, wound up in Pasadena at Cafe Jacques as head chef there.
Everybody's writing about you, from the LA Times to Vogue magazine.
Yeah,
How
we got a
does this-
Vogue magazine write-up as well, which is very nice.
And then, of course,
Zagat's, that's
Right.
probably the one thing that helped us the most.
okay, for people who don't know, Zagat's is this international survey written by avid restaurant goers.
People that come to our restaurant.
And they rate it on a scale of 1 to 30, 30 being the best. And Shiro scored at 27.
Which is very nice.
In fact, it says in here, under Shiro's recommendation, that this is a semi-religious experience. Ooh, I'm having one right now.
I know.
No, seriously, it says, if God cooked fish, this is how it would taste. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, now Shiro's
Very
in
nice
the
to us.
kitchen. How do I get God to cook me fish?
I think if we ask him, he'll do something for us.
Yeah, let's get him to do a catfish?
Sure.
Okay.
Francine, this is Chef Shiro.
Chef Shiro, it's a pleasure to meet you. Now, I've heard that you've been compared to God. Is that true?
Not really, but I try hard to make good food.
Good food. Well, they said if you're going to eat fish, this is the place to be. So, Byron promised that you cook me a catfish.
Yes, I will.
Should we put him back to work, Byron? We'll talk to you in a bit. All right. Tell me. Now, where does one go to buy a catfish?
I have in Chinatown. Yes, I buy live catfish, farm-raised catfish.
Now, this dish you prepare by slicing ginger and putting it
Yes,
inside the fish,
yes,
and then we deep fry it.
right.
Now, one of your secrets is the sauce that you put on it. Tell me about the sauce.
Well, very common sauce in Japanese cuisine. We call ponzu. It's a soy citrus sauce.
Uh-huh.
So that makes kind of deep fry mix very light.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm getting real hungry looking at this. You want to show me how to do it?
Yes.
Shall we do it? Okay, let's do it.
Okay. So first, I just cut this way.
Uh-huh. Okay, so next step is?
Yes, just peeled fresh ginger. I put between the meat.
Now, Shiro, why do you add the fresh ginger?
Well, it just goes with a fish. That's it.
That's it? That's all there is? Okay, well, now what do we do?
We just put in deep fry.
I knew that. Let's do it. Well, now, through the miracle of television, our catfish is done. Now, Shiro, you didn't time this at all. How did you know when it was done?
I only can tell the heaviness, so I picked up from deep fryer, and that's all.
This is our ponzu sauce.
Sauce.
Uh-huh.
Then, just cilantro.
Just cilantro put it on top, and that's how we serve it? Well, you know what? I have my chopsticks ready, so if you want to, let's taste it.
Let me taste.
Yeah, I want you to taste. I want you to feed me.
All right.
This is great. I come to Shiro, and Shiro is going to serve me. This is very exciting. Okay. Not very graceful. But delicious. So now with my mouth full, Shiro, I want to thank you so much for all of your help, allowing me into your kitchen, allowing us into your kitchen, and we'll see you in the restaurant.
All right. See you soon.
See you soon?
See you soon, everybody.
Let's have lunch. Forget them. Come over here. We need some. I want some more fish. What is your favorite food?
All foods. I mean, that's a bad question to ask me since I like everything basically. I'm not a finicky eater.
Your favorite food is?
Pork chops.
That you make at home or in a restaurant?
Anywhere at all, just pork chops.
Beef stroganoff.
Your mother's or in a restaurant?
My mother's, definitely. Pulpo.
In English, what is that?
Oh my goodness. It's something chicken and vegetable in a stew. It's wonderful.
But you have to say it in French, because say it again.
Pulpo.
Oh, it sounds great.
I like vegetarian hamburgers. They're not really hamburgers if they're vegetarian, so they make them out of something else. I don't know what it is, but it's not me.
That's so hard. Yogurt. Frozen yogurt.
And you?
Chocolate ice cream. Absolutely.
These are ladies after my own heart.
It's prime rib. Sourdough bread.
Pizza! Half macaroni and cheese.
You're so working woman.
I like it. Yeah, I'm independently wealthy, but I still prefer Kraft macaroni and cheese.
My favorite food maybe is cinnamon rolls that I make myself with yeast bread.
Question.
Hamburgers. The soft pretzel. Taquitos.
Question.
I'd say marinara pasta with angel. It's great. It's plain ice cream.
What's the question? I don't want to ask a real hard question.
Your favorite food?
My favorite food?
Without telling me yet. Say anything you want.
Okay.
Favorite food?
Italian food.
What?
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti?
Yes.
Italian.
What type of Italian food?
Northern and southern. Both.
Japanese. Sushi.
Correct.
Barbecued ribs. Same.
Question. My favorite food is, I would say pizza.
After a hard day, I usually need a pick-me-up. And there's no better place than Buster's Ice Cream and Coffee Shop for a great cup of joe. Situated in the historic Mission District of South Pass, this is really a hangout for locals who arrive for their daily fix from the source of the best coffee drinks anywhere. Buster's fills the bill for a place to relax over a cup of coffee with a friend, or to read, examine local art, study for that chemistry exam, or just while away the hours contemplating why no one is able to make a decent espresso or cappuccino at home like they do here at Buster's. Those little home brewing espresso machines have become the fondue pots of the 90s. Every kitchen counter seems to have one, sitting uselessly upon them. Well, we decided to ask Buster's what the mystery is. On my quest to learn how to make the perfect cup of cappuccino, I'm standing here at Buster's with Masha. Hi, Masha.
Hi.
Now, Masha is a regular. She's worked here in Buster's for 2 years. Buster's is the premier coffee shop in all of South Pasadena. Now, in the morning, the line goes around the block.
Yeah, we have our regulars, and they know exactly what they want, and we know exactly what they want, and we hand them their coffee, and they hand us the money.
Yeah, in fact, they're so popular, they made their own commuter mug because they're also very ecologically minded. So just as a little plug for Busters there, that's great. What I really need to know is the difference. Why is it? See, I've got a cappuccino machine at home. Some of you may have one also. My espresso and cappuccino just doesn't cut it. It never tastes as good as when I come out for it. Help me.
Well, there are a couple of things that you have to pay attention to if you want to make a really good cup of espresso. And first, of course, you have to have a good quality bean, but that's not nearly as important as the grind and the rate of pour. You want me to show you?
You guys want to learn how to make the best cappuccino in town? Okay, now get out your pencils because we're going to learn how to make a great cup of cappuccino at home.
Okay. Start out with a good basic bean, a good grind, and then you do what's called tamping. Make sure it's firmly packed, but not too firmly. Put it in the machine. And now this is where you'll notice the grind becomes very important. Turn it on and you watch what's called the rate of pour. And that's how quickly it comes out. If it comes out of the machine too quickly, then you know that the grind is too coarse and it's not going to get enough of what's in the bean to make it taste good. If it drips out, then it's too fine. The grind is too fine and it's going to be bitter. And this is a really good rate of pour. It's even and it's flowing. And the other sign that your grind is well adjusted is that you get this nice light brown film on the top. It'll completely cover the top. It's very creamy.
And it smells perfect.
Yes.
All right, so now we've got a great cup of espresso. And now we need to turn it into a cappuccino.
And to do that, we steam and froth some milk. And you start out with, steam. You have a cold canister, metal canister, cold milk. Put it just under, put the nozzle just under, start it off, and then pull it up. Don't keep it too high or it'll do this. Don't keep it too low or it'll oversteam the milk.
How hot does that get, the steam?
We try to max out at about 140. Turn the nozzle off, and it'll rise for a little while after. Now, this is another important element. Always make sure that you keep your machine clean. Make sure that the milk nozzle is free of old milk, and it'll flow through, and make sure that there's no grounds inside where the espresso comes out. Now, tap your milk. That sets the froth down, so you'll have a nice meringue-like froth. And here we have our well-made espresso with the nice creamy top that covers the espresso. Take your froth. And the thing that makes this a cappuccino as opposed to one of the other espresso drinks like a latte is that it's primarily espresso and froth. There's only a little bit of milk in there. There you go.
Now, of course, we have that little decorative little cinnamon on top. And voila. And here we have the perfect cup of cappuccino. Riley, here's mud in your eye. Complete with a milk mustache. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is the difference between having cappuccino at home versus cappuccino outside. This is a social, you want to come out and have a social evening, listen to some music.
Yeah. The whole thing about coffee or espresso is that it's a ritual, and there's something very comforting about coming to a place where you know you're going to see your friends, and it's a certain time of day, and it's a social thing. And
so if you want to come see Masha, come to Buster's, and this is very good cappuccino.
Thank you.
Well, that's it. That's our show. I hope you had a great time. I know I did. I'd like to thank all of our restaurants, and especially all of our chefs for the help they gave me. And I'll see you next time when we go eating out.
Another one.
just no to yok sajil. Junior ocean and on le te ge go down the land party.